Why can't I have everything Ada has? Even Emeka. Imagine me kissing Emeka's lip. Oh, I will do everything possible to make sure Emeka is mine. Yes, I will do everything. Ada reached into her bag and brought out the river stone mirror. Looked into it, she whispered. Emeka looked. Suddenly, memories coached back. Her smile, her laugh, the wedding, the songs, the love, he fell to his knees. Ada, he said, his voice shaking. Ada held his hand. Yes, I am your wife. Choma pushed me into the river. She used a charm to take you away. Emeka's eyes filled with tears. How could I forget you? They sat together and talked. Ada told him everything that happened. Emeka told her about the strange dream and how his heart felt empty. I want things to be right again, he said. But then Choma returned. She saw them together and dropped her basket. What is this? She screamed. Emeka stood up. Choma, you lied. You tried to kill my wife. You used charmed on me. Choma's face twisted with fear. Choma began to shake. It's not my fault. I loved you. I just wanted to be happy. You nearly killed someone for it, Ada said calmly. That's not love. That's evil. Suddenly, the river stone mirror glowed in Ada's hand. A soft wind blew, and the charm broke completely. Emeka's heart was clear again. His love for Ada returned fully. Choma fell to the ground crying. Please, forgive me. But Ada looked at her and said, I don't hate you, but I will never trust you again. The neighbors gathered around, watching everything. Emeka held Ada's hand and said, Let's go inside. It's time to start over again. But as they turned, Choma whispered, This is not the end. Ada and Emeka went back inside. For the first time in many weeks, their hearts felt light. Ada cleaned the house. They cooked together, just like before. Neighbors came by to welcome Ada back. Many had thought she was dead. Thank God you are alive, they said. But Ada didn't feel safe yet. She knew Choma was still out there watching. That night, she told Emeka, Let's stay careful. Choma still has darkness in her heart. Emeka nodded. We will not let her break us again. Choma ran deep into the forest back to the charm woman. But this time, the old woman refused to help her. You have broken the rules of nature, she said. You tried to take a life. Choma fell to her knees. Please, I have nothing left. The old woman looked at her with cold eyes. Then return to your empty house. Your punishment is not over. Choma left the forest full of anger and shame. If I can't use magic, I will use trick, she said to herself. Ada took everything. Now I'll take something from her. She began to spy on them again. One morning, Ada felt dizzy. She held her stomach and sat down. Emeka helped her to the hospital. The doctor came out smiling. Congratulations, you are going to have a baby. Ada gasped. Emeka jumped with joy. We are going to be parents. They hugged and laughed. At home, they began preparing. They painted a small room. They brought tiny clothes and soft blankets. But they didn't know that Choma had followed them to the hospital. She heard everything. A baby, she whispered. That child will never be born in peace. Her eyes filled with hate once again. Choma visited another witch doctor because she was not ready to give up. Choma gathered the items collected from the witch doctor. She waited for the full moon as instructed by the witch doctor. Then she whispered Ada's name 3 times and said the curse. Wind blew, light flickers. Choma smiled. Now let's see how happy they stay. That night, Ada woke up with a sharp pain in her stomach. She sat up, gasping. Emeka, something is wrong. He rushed her to the hospital. She was sweating and crying. The baby was not due for months. He called the doctor. She told them to come quickly. At the hospital, the doctor looked confused. We can't explain what's happening. It's like a force is trying to harm the baby. Emeka held Ada's hand. Stay strong, my love. Don't give up. Ada closed her eyes and prayed. Far away, the river stone mirror glowed again. Something was about to happen. As Ada laid in pain at the hospital, she heard a soft voice in her ear. Ada, do not fear. The river still protects you. She opened her eyes slowly and Emeka was praying beside her. The doctor was checking her heartbeat, but only Ada could hear the voice. Just then, the nurse rushed in with a surprise. Her body is calming down, the nurse said. The baby is safe again. The doctor smiled. It's like something powerful fought the danger away. Ada closed her eyes and whispered, Thank you, river. Outside the window, the wind blew softly, as if the river spirits were watching. Back in her room, Choma was dancing. The charmed walk, she said to herself. Now they will know pain. But as she danced, the charm on the floor caught fire. No, no, she screamed, trying to stop it. But the fire did not burn her, only the charm. She threw it out of the window, but it had already turned to ashes. Choma fell to the floor, shaking. What is happening? What power is fighting me? She didn't know what the spirits were stronger than her dark charm, and they were hungry. That night, Ada had a dream. She saw a tall woman dressed in water and light. My child, the woman said, you have survived many storm, but the jealous heart still plots evil. You must finish what was started. What do? Ada asked. Return to the river. Bring the one who betrayed you. Let the truth face the water. Ada woke up and told Emeka. I must go back, she said. The river wants justice. I'll go with you, Emeka replied. Together, they began planning a secret visit to the river and a way to bring Choma with them. Ada sent Choma a message through a neighbor. I want to talk. Meet me at the river. Let's end this once and for all. Choma laughed when she read it. So she wants to beg me. Perfect. She dressed in her finest clothes and wore perfume. I'll pretend to forgive her. Maybe I'll trick Emeka again. But when she got to the river, Ada and Emeka were waiting, holding hands. You came, Ada said softly. Yes, Choma smiled. I came to forgive you. But Ada stepped forward. Not today. I came for the truth before the river. Suddenly, the wind grew stronger. The water moved in cycle. Choma's face faded. The wind howled. The river rose and formed a shape like a woman from Ada's dream. Her voice boomed across the river. Choma, did you try to kill the one who called you sister? Choma fell to her knees. I was jealous. I was lonely. I did not mean to. Did you steal the love charm? Did you steal her love with charm? Choma began to cry. Yes, I did. I just wanted Emeka to love me. Then the river must wash you clean or wash you away. The water crept towards her. Ada held out her hand. Choma, you still have one choice. Tell the whole truth. Let go of this hate. Choma looked up with fear in her eyes. But as they turned, Choma screamed, no. She picked up a sharp stone from the ground and ran towards them. Emeka is mine, she shouted. Ada turned just in time and pushed Emeka out of the way. The stone caught Ada's arm and she fell. People screamed. Some ran to stop Choma while others helped Ada. Are you mad? The man shouted. You wanted to kill again. Choma dropped the stone. Her hands shook. Her eyes were wide. I didn't mean to. The police were called. When they arrived, Ada stood up with Emeka's help. Her arm was bleeding, but her eyes were calm. She tried to kill me again, Ada said. Please take her away. Choma didn't fight back. She knelt on the ground and cried as the officer carried her away. You destroyed my life. You had a secret affair with my father. And when my mom found out, she had a heart attack and died. I wanted to also teach you a lesson. I wanted you to feel the pain of losing a husband and a father. Choma shouted. Ada went to the hospital. The cut was not deep, but she needed rest. Emeka never left his side. He brought her food, sang to her, and even read her favorite storybook. One evening, Ada looked at him and asked, "Do you still love me?" Emeka held her hand tightly. With all my heart, I will never stop. Even when I forgot, my heart still remembers. They both smiled. When Ada got better, they returned home together, this time stronger and wiser. She remembered the statement Choma made about teaching her a lesson, but she couldn't understand what she meant by that. So she decided to visit Choma when they get better to understand what she was talking about. When they met Choma, she repeated her statement. That was when Ada decided to remember the painful memory she never shared with anyone. Ada began to narrate what transpired years ago. When you traveled abroad few years ago, your father wanted to date me years ago and I refused. So he visited me one fateful day begging to apologize that I keep it a secret from you. I trusted him, I forgave him, not knowing he had another evil intention, not knowing that he had poisoned the juice he brought for me while visiting. After drinking from it, I slept off, and your father took advantage of me and he raped me, Ada said, crying. I confronted him and he denied, but died few days later in an accident. Your mother begged me to keep it a secret, that if you got to know about it, it will break you. Your family wronged me, Choma, but I still love and keep our friendship. I don't know where you got your story from, but this is what happened. I'm sorry your mother died as a result of your father's death. Choma was shocked and confused. Perhaps she misinterpreted the note she had found in her mother's box saying, "I wish you didn't involve yourself with Ada. You would still be alive." Perhaps she misinterpreted the note. She thought Ada had an affair with her father. That was the reason she was trying everything possible to break her home. Choma cried and finally apologized to Ada from the depth of her heart. They decided to keep it a secret from everyone because it was truly a haunting and traumatizing past for Ada. But people in the town couldn't stop talking. Did you hear how Choma used charm? She pushed her own friend into the river. God saved Ada. Some were angry at Choma, some felt pity. Ada didn't speak badly about her. Months passed, Ada and Emeka rebuilt their life. One day, Emeka came home with something behind his back. "What's that?" Ada asked. He smiled and brought out a tiny baby dress. Ada's eyes widened. "Are you serious?" "Of course I'm serious. Very soon our baby will be here. We are going to be parents." Ada hugged him with tears in her eyes. "Thank you, God. It was a new beginning." Choma was sentenced to 5 years in prison for attempting murder. In prison, Choma sat by the window of her small cell. She wrote another letter. "Dear Ada, I now understand what I become. I allowed jealousy and the urge for vengeance turn me into a monster. I am truly sorry. I will spend my days asking God to forgive me. If you ever think of me, think of the little girls we were once, playing with dolls under the tree. I hope one day you find peace. I hope I do too, Choma." Ada read the letter quietly. She didn't cry, she didn't smile, but she whispered, "I forgive you," from afar. She placed the letter in her box of memory and walked outside. There, under the evening sun, Emeka was waiting. He held her hand as they walked to the river, the same river that tried to take her, but also gave her a second chance. As they stood by the water, Ada whispered, "Thank you." "For what?" Emeka asked. "For loving me, for fighting for me, for remembering me." Emeka smiled. "You are unforgettable." The river flowed gently beside them, and the sky turned orange with peace.